Thank you, Mr. President. Well, good afternoon. I know we are all enjoying being here on a Friday afternoon, a beautiful Friday afternoon, sun shining, about 80 degrees outside, and we're sitting in here. And to add insult to injury, I'm bringing you a insurance bill, which I'm sure will be thrilling and captivating. So this bill deals with captive insurance companies, and it deals with a wholly owned captive insurance companies that have a limited purpose, and it amends Chapter 14 of Chapter 41 of the Code to allow companies to accept investor funds to supplement reserve surpluses. These are investment vehicles that are commonly used by reinsurers. The bill will allow the commissioner to approve the formation of insurers that are in part directly funded by investors. It retains with the commissioner the full authority to approve or disapprove of the formation activity, finances, and plan of operation, capitalization, and assets. Our current captive law limits the lines of coverage that these captives can write to 5 lines of coverage, which are casualty, excluding accident and sickness, marine, transportation, property, and surety. This bill would remove that limitation, which would allow the possibility of these captives to write other lines of coverage such as cyber insurance or group term life insurance for their employees or inland marine insurance. But all this would have to be approved by the insurance commissioner, just like he has to approve traditional insurance companies. It would have to have sufficient reserves and be financially solvent to do that. So this is a department request that we do this to modernize our captive statutes. We have companies in Georgia that are doing this now, and they're having to go to other states that have more open laws to do it, to form these captives, and we want to make it where they can do this in Georgia and bring us into the modern era on that. I'll go ahead, Mr. President, and speak to these 2 amendments from my good friend from the Senator from the 2nd, and I'll tip my hat to him. These are very clever and creative and interesting amendments. I'm opposed to both of them. The first one would basically not allow a carrier, an insurance company that came into the state of Georgia to do business, to leave unless they had a net loss of income over the past 5 years. So even if they made $1 of profit in 5 years, putting billions of dollars at risk, and they only made $1 net over 5 years, they would never be able to leave Georgia. That's an anti-free enterprise, anti-capitalism bill if I ever saw it. And then the second amendment, I'm going to have to look up what artifice means, but no, it doesn't allow them to engage in a scheme or artifice, which transfers funds between affiliates or subsidiaries. Well, insurance companies have to maintain a certain amount of surplus, and reserves is called surplus, to be able to make sure that they can pay current claims and future claims. And a lot of our insurance companies, of course, are national. They have various subsidiaries, various entities throughout the country, and they need to be able to move money around as their surplus needs change from state to state. So I would oppose amendment number 2 also. I ask for your favorable consideration of the underlying bill, and I will be happy to try to answer any questions, or I'll just get out of the well and we can move on. Thank you, Mr. President. I'll yield the well.
You do have one question. The senator has yielded the well.